We're testing 4 types of flour to find the easiest way to make a sourdough starter from scratch, plus 2 pre-made starters from Amazon that claim to speed things up. Like this wet starter that should cut the process from 10 days to just 2. All we have to do is feed it water and flour. We're also trying a dry starter from Amazon, which looked a little sketchy after the first feeding. Next is unbleached flour that naturally contains the yeast and bacteria that jumpstart the fermentation process. Rye flour is supposed to have even more nutrients, making it the best bet. Bleached flour is a wild card. It shouldn't work because the bleaching process kills the natural yeast, but we had to see for ourselves. And finally, we milled our own whole wheat flour, keeping all the germ and bran for max fermentation potential. On day 2, we poured off half and fed them all 50 milliliters of water and 50 grams of their respective flours. By day 3, the wet starter looked and smelled like it was ready to bake. And the rye was catching up, so we started feeding it unbleached flour for flavor. By day 4, the whole wheat and unbleached flour were active, and the dry starter was getting there too. But the bleached flour, still dead. By day 5, the dry starter had come alive, and even the bleached flour had a few baby bubbles. But we wouldn't say it was thriving. By day 6, 5 out of 6 were ready to bake. Our final verdict? Wet starter works if you're in a rush. Unbleached and whole wheat flour work great, and rye might come to life a couple days faster, but it's not essential. Dry starter, not worth it. And bleached flour, definitely a no-go, even though by day 10, it had also turned into a viable starter. What should we try next? Drop your suggestions in the comments and follow along for the next step in our bread journey.